So in this video, we're going to focus on comparing numbers, specifically comparing them by using greater than or less than. And in this video, we're going to learn how to build the numbers using groups of tens and groups of ones, and then comparing them. All right. So the first two numbers we're going to practice comparing are the numbers 23 and 31. So the first thing we have to do is build each number using groups of tens and groups of ones. So I know that the number 23 has 2 tens and 3 ones. All right, so I'm going to build that first. Remember how we make our groups of 10. 10, 20, and then I need 3 ones. 21, 22, 23. So right here I have 23. All right. 2 tens, 3 ones, just like it says in the number. 2 tens, 3 ones. All right. And over here, I have the number 31. All right. So in the number 31, we know we have 3 tens and 1 one. All right. So I have 10, 20, 30, and then 31. All right. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to compare 23 and 31 by using the terms greater than or less than. All right. Greater than or less than. All right. So if we look at the number 23, is 23 greater than 31? And the word greater than means more than. Is the word, is the number 23 greater than 31? Or is the number 23 less than 31? So whenever I compare numbers, first thing I need to look at is the amount of tens. All right. This number has 2 tens. All right, and 3 ones. This number has 3 tens and 1 one. So I know that 23 is less than I know that 23 is less than 31 because 23 only has 2 tens and 31 has 3 tens. So right off the bat, I know just by looking at the tens place, this one has 2 tens, this one has 3 tens. Instantly, I should know, oh, this number is going to be less than, this number is going to be smaller because it only has 2 tens, right? And this number has 3 tens. So I know this number is going to be bigger. I know this number is going to be smaller. All right? So if I was reading this sentence would say 23 is less than 31. All right. And to double check your work, you want to make sure, you want to pretend like this is like an alligator mouth, right? And alligators are really hungry. And they're always going to want to eat the group that is bigger, right? If you're an alligator and you're really, really hungry, would you rather only eat 23 fish or 31 fish? If you're really, really hungry, you're going to want to eat more fish, right? So I like to just think of this as kind of like an alligator mouth. And you can always double check your expression by looking at your alligator mouth and think to yourself, is the mouth eating the bigger number, right? 23 is less than 31. All right, you guys see that? So the mouth always wants to face and eat the bigger number. Let's try one more. This time, we are going to compare the numbers 42 and let's do 47. All right. So, remember, the first thing we have to do is we have to build our numbers, right? Before we compare the two numbers, we have to build them. All right. So I'm going to build 42. 4 10s, 2 1s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, right? Then over here, I have to I have to build 47. So we're going 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So right here on this side, I built 42. On this side, I built 47. Now, we want to compare our two numbers using greater than or less than. All right? You have to choose either number 1 or number 2. You can't choose both of them, all right? You have to choose either greater than or less than. So which greater than or less than, which one would make this equation true if I was going to read this expression? I'm sorry, it's not an equation, it's an expression. There's no equal sign. 42 is greater than 47 or 42 is less than 47. So over here at 42, I see 4 groups of 10 and 2 1s. Over here at 47, I see 4 groups of 10 and 7 1s. So the last one we knew, one of them had 3 groups of 10, the other one had 2 groups of 10. So we knew instantly which one was greater than the other. This one, we're going to have to look at the 10s place and the 1s place, okay? So they both have 4 groups of 10. So now which one has more 1s? 42 or 47? Which one has more 1s? 47, exactly, right? So to read this expression, would it make sense to say 42 is greater than 47? Or is it 42 is less than 47? And remember, if you're having trouble reading the expression, if you're an alligator, which one would you want to eat? Would you want this mouth to eat this one? Or do you want this mouth to eat this one? This is the correct answer. All right. 42 is less than 47. Right? If you're going to read this equation backwards, you could say 47 is greater than 42 also. Right? So remember, if you're having trouble, really think about the sign in the middle and which way is it facing. All right? And remember, this is a mouth, it's not an arrow. So this can be a little tricky because it looks like this arrow, if it was an arrow, it'd be pointing that way, right? It kind of looks like that. But don't think of it as an arrow. Think of it as a mouth, a really big mouth. And he's always going to want to eat the bigger number, right? Whether he eats it this way or whether he eats it this way. Always wants to eat the bigger number, all right? So work hard and try your best.